this is something a bit different for me. So I'm never really somebody who likes talking to the camera. There's a reason why I work behind the camera. But I wanted to talk about something that I thought of the other day, and I didn't want to write one of those long drawn out posts on Facebook the way people are going to look at it and they're going to scroll up and think, oh, I really can't be bothered to read all that. So I thought, well, I'm a videographer, let's make a video. So I'm probably going to start doing this more often, and you're going to see things post like this, so apologies for this popping up in your newsfeed every so often. So I exhibited at a wedding fair on last Sunday in Hensel Castle, which was hosted by the awesome people at My Wonderful Welsh Wedding, which is the Wedding Guild of Wales, and they are nice enough to let me come in as a guest exhibitor. I'm not actually a member of the guild yet, but hopefully I will be soon. And there was a lot of people there. I mean, so many people came through. I met so many lovely couples that day. One of the things I'll jump in and ask them is, are you looking for a videographer? And 90% of the time they'll say, I haven't really thought about it. Now, that got me thinking, that is true, because the majority of the time when I speak to couples, they say that they have their photographer, their cake, their dress, their venue, all the things that are more often than not deemed essential for the wedding are on the list. But then they'll always leave videographers to last. Now, I've spoken to a couple of people, and from the general consensus I can get back is people don't really think, right, well, I might not get a videographer because I got the photographer there, and you're just going to be sort of capturing the same thing. Which I can understand the logic in. Yes, we're both going to have cameras, we're both going to be pointing and shooting at the same things, but they're two completely different formats. Now, I do photography as well myself, and I always say to people, you need to get yourself a photographer, and one that you are comfortable with, you have good rapport with, whose style that you like, and who you are confident enough to capture the day you want captured. And looking back at your photos is always going to be fantastic. You're going to have your prints done. They're going to be up on the wall in your house, and you're always going to be looking at these. But watching your video back is a completely different experience. You can see the photos of the ceremony, of when you have your first kiss, of the candid photos of people laughing during the speeches, of your first dance. But being able to watch these things back and hear the things that these people are saying, like I just said, it's a completely different experience. Watching the ceremony back, maybe the bride or groom stumbles their words during the ceremony. That's something that you can look back on and you can laugh at, because it is something funny, because they are so nervous and it's such an endearing thing to watch. Watching your speeches back, you can see the photos and you can remember all the things that are said, but listening to the bride's father tell those really bad dad jokes, and he's going to do it because it's inevitable, and let's be honest, those jokes are hit or miss, but sometimes you get the ones who are absolute comedy gold, and they're fantastic. But even if they're not, it's still a wonderful thing to watch it back. Or the best man telling stories about the groom. A lot of the time, maybe those stories are things that maybe should have been kept private, but so is the way of the best man, and that's his responsibility to embarrass the groom when he's making a speech. So to be able to watch that back and hear people laugh and see that cringy look on the groom's face is, as he's sitting there squirming, thinking, oh my god, what's he gonna say next? It's something you don't get from a photo. And then watching your first dance back, or watching the father-daughter dance, again, it's something that in years to come you can sit back and you sit down and you can watch. And like I said, I always encourage people to make sure that they get a photographer and make sure they get the right photographer for them. But being able to watch your video back is gonna fill you with something completely different. But the point that I am putting across is, please give serious consideration to a videographer for your wedding. I've had so many people say that it's one thing that they wish they had at their wedding, because they even know that they love their photos and they love being able to look back at them. Not being able to relive it by hearing all those things and seeing those things as they happened, they said it's just something that they completely and utterly regret from the day. It's the only thing they regret from the day. And I love being the one who's able to provide that service to people, and when they watch it back and they say that they loved what they saw, and being able to see things that they may not remember happening, it's fantastic. So if there are any questions that anybody wants to ask, please get in touch. You can either message me directly here on Facebook, or you can contact me through Instagram. If you want to follow me on Instagram, then just basically take a screenshot of this video now and scan the QR code there. This is going to open up a screen on your phone. Scroll down to the bottom and just select Paragon Wedding Videos Instagram. That'll take you to Instagram. Give me a follow. I put content up on both platforms. Sometimes they're the same, sometimes they're different, but please follow both of them just so you can keep up to date in offers and competitions that I might be running. So with that being said, I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. Enjoy yourselves, look after each other, and I hope to hear from a lot of you soon, and we can make plans to capture your wedding as well. Take care, guys.